You guys have all these goals, but you wonder why you're not attaining them. And the truth is, you have no intention. You have no intention to live. You have no intention to wake up and pursue what the fuck you need at the highest fucking level. And so every day you wake up and you have this potential energy that God has bestowed upon you and divinely ordained you to go out into the world and conquest and to earn what the fuck you believe you're worth. So whatever the fuck you have now, as existentially, what reflects into your reality, that is what you're worth. And if you're not going to wake up every day to pursue your value, to instill the worth by instilling the work into yourself, well, guess what? You're not worth much. And it's not an insult, it's the truth. And so we have to truly reflect on ourselves. If you don't like what the fuck you're suffering, and if your reality is this half-assed broken mirror of a reflection, you have to understand that it begins with you. All of you guys neglect the responsibility of life, and then when you have a goal that you believe you desire and you feel a pull towards it, it's your soul pulling you towards what the fuck you need in life. And if you're not going to wake up with the fucking intention to decimate whatever work you need to put in to earn that, well, the goal is not going to fall on your fucking lap, and you're definitely not going to attain it. And so when we look at you, we have to understand that to live, to be alive, is to be alive. You are alive, you are in motion, you are in action, you are accumulating momentum and moving and directing your will. You are wielding the power of your will in the direction that you choose. And if you're not going to choose to will and to wield your power into the insertion of what the fuck you believe you're worth, well, you're not going to attain it. And so all these goals that you have on your mind, all these goals that, pop out from your heart, that your mind auto-suggests to you to go out and accomplish, the reason you're not attaining them is because you don't have the will to live. You do not wake up with the intention to be alive. And so when we go to Walmart or we walk into, the grocery store and we see all these zombies, we look at the dude in Walmart and his eyes look like his soul has left his body. And now he's a vessel, possessed by all these desires, possessed by the vape, possessed by the porn. You guys are out here stroking your dick, fat as fuck. You're out here stroking your dick. Your mom works a 9 to 5. You're out here a dependable fucking parasite to your job, right? You're not really providing much worth. You're just a vessel that they use. And, if anything, your job doesn't give a fuck about you. So, you better extract the source. You better extract the resources from there and channel it into your fucking goals. You guys believe that you're going to just float through life like a fucking raft with no fucking plan, no map of where you want to go, and everything is going to be just fine. You have to understand that you live in a fucking state of delusion. The brutalist of reality is that you are failing at being a fucking organism, and you are failing at aligning with your best self. And the beauty in the beast is that to know that you are failing is to have the opportunity to grow and to not fail at fucking life. And so, when you know you're failing, now you have the opportunity to learn on how you can improve and develop yourself to start winning. And so it begins with reflection. Compound yourself to where the fuck you need to go. You have to understand that you're not going to be a millionaire tomorrow, and you're definitely not going to be in that dream body by tomorrow. But the moment you look in the mirror and understand that the mirror is reflecting a low-level, inadequate reverberation of just pollution, you are polluting yourself. Every time you pick up the bottle, you are poisoning yourself. You are a self-debilitating fucking organism. If the monkey is sober and fit, and you're not sober and fit, you're failing at being a fucking monkey. And if we're basic primates and, the monkey is fit, and you're not fit, there's a serious fucking issue going on because you're failing at being a fucking primate. And if you're a delirious chimpanzee that can't control themselves, you need to pick up the vape. You have to understand that you are tied on a leash. You are literally a slave. You are a mental slave to your desire. You are vibrating at a low frequency, and then when you have something that is going to pull you away from that, when you get the notification from your consciousness, aka God, to actually make a move in the right direction, to expound beyond your limitation, and to actually do something to develop yourself in an adequate way, an efficient way. You have to understand that most of you guys don't do anything for yourself but feed the desires that you have. You guys don't wake up to pursue the best version of you. You guys don't even instill the worth, instill the love. You guys don't take self-action. You don't actualize yourself. You don't actually love yourself through action. You say you love yourself. You feel like you love yourself emotionally. But if we break down what the fuck you do to yourself on a daily basis, you don't love yourself, and we can prove it by your habits. Every time you pick up that vape and passively poison yourself, is that self-love? I mean, would you passively kill someone if you love them? And the answer is no. And so, again, you guys live in this delusional state where you hide everything that, leaves you psychologically naked. You hide from your own shadow. And the truth is, you need to embrace your shadow. You need to become the shadow. You need to experience your shadow. And you do that by confronting the bitch in the mirror. And, the fastest way you're going to develop is by confronting yourself today when you're by yourself, instead of going to Pornhub, stroking your dick, and then walking around as this fucking concoction of just... You guys are spilling this shit out of your fucking consciousness. When it's a burden to be aware of you. When you rise in awareness and you peep, when you see through the shit, when you sense energy, when you can sniff out shit from fucking miles away because it's spilling out of your fucking consciousness, well, you have to understand that there's a level where you just start to hate. You really start to hate this, mediocrity that ruminates, contaminates, and infiltrates the space that we dwell in, called fucking Earth, this fucking rock that we inhabit. You have to understand that your habits are a reflection of your soul. If your habits aren't reflecting fucking growth, if your habits aren't reflecting, the best version of you, well, guess what? You're a low-level piece of shit. And we have to actually make moves to develop ourselves. And it begins with the habits. It begins with the self-reflection. And it begins by conquering yourself, choosing to dominate yourself, and putting a leash on the fucking beast. And then, telling the beast where you want to go. All of you guys are slaves to your desire. But the moment you start to wield your power, the moment you are no longer powerless, the moment you actually choose to wield it, and to move and to navigate towards what the fuck you believe you're worth, the existential conditions that you need to build through your fucking willpower, I mean, that's when you reveal who the fuck you are. Circumstance reveals the man. And, if you're not attaining what you need to attain at the highest fucking level, if your circumstance isn't peeling off layers of your mind and allowing you to rebirth into a fucking primal savage that will just get this shit done at the highest fucking level, no matter how you feel. You have to understand that we never missed a 3 a.m. fucking wake up. You never missed a 3 times a day, every day gym sesh. And we have to understand that we do shit during the day. So, most of you guys are empty-handed time-wise. We do shit all day. If your life isn't just a big ball of productivity, producing outcomes to specific, a path that you're supposed to walk, you are producing a fucking reality. It's called reality synthesis. If you're not creating your reality in the best image of yourself, you're going to be a slave to someone else's. And so are you going to create the reality for someone else and make someone else experience what you were supposed to experience, but you chose to stagnate, subordinate, and move uncoordinated throughout your fucking existence to not utilize the one existence that you have? I mean, we can tear off layers of your mind and we can go into the most deep of depth for you to fucking understand the message and thoroughly, allow it to permeate your consciousness. But at the highest level, you just need to look in the mirror, reflect, and improve. It's that fucking simple. Now, self-development community link in the description. One-on-one mindset coaching link in the description. And peace!